Hello, had some connection issues a moment ago, but back again for another Wednesday plyo class with me, Justin Gaymon, here in beautiful Smyrna, Georgia. We got one person here, but I hope to see more coming on later on, and hopefully we'll have some more people check this out via the archived footage. If you're not familiar, this plyo class is a great one to join if you're looking to gain strength, agility, really a full body workout for your lower body, obviously, but your core gets engaged. We're using our upper body, using our arms to elevate ourselves during this plyo workout. And if you don't really know too much about plyos, they're really jumping exercises. So these jumping exercises, they're exaggerating the movements you would use when you're running and walking. And again, really helping you add that strength, that stability, that coordination that can help you become a better runner and walker. So during this class, we'll do 10 different jumps with 30 seconds of jumping followed by 30 seconds of rest. After jump number 6, we'll take an additional 2 minutes of rest. Before we get into the jumps though, I wanted to say throughout today's workout, today will be a little bit challenging as usual, but up to you to set your intensity. You don't have to do 1,000,000 jumps per second. You could definitely just do at your own pace, but try to have that consistent effort throughout. So your first and last jump are consistent in terms of how high you're getting, how much energy you're putting into it, and just your form. You're staying tall, keeping your chin level with the ground, getting your knees up. So try to keep that consistency throughout. And if that means you have to dial back the intensity a bit, that's totally fine. We'll try to just progress from day to day, week to week, month to month. So we'll get better and better as we go. And we don't have to be jumping through the roof today with every single jump. So let me turn the music down a little bit. Before we get into the plyo jumping exercise stuff for today, we're gonna do a simple, nice and easy warm-up consisting of some active stretching. Then we'll do the jumping, and then we'll get into a cool down. So I suggest you grab some water, stay hydrated as usual, and we're gonna get right into the stretching for the active stretch warm-up. So before everything we do, I will show you what it looks like. And explain a bit as we go. So let's get right into the active stretching. First, we're gonna do arm circles. Look just like this. Rotate our arms forward. Pull the arms straight out and rotate them forward in small circles. And we'll continue that. And let's do the same thing going backwards. Arm circles going backwards now. Always important to warm up the upper body as well as the lower. Now let's get into ankle circles. I'm going to step back and show you. We're just going to rotate our ankle. Rotate our foot just like this for that ankle rotation. Continue that. Now let's do an ankle rotation in the opposite direction. Always like doing these. My ankles always get really stiff, so these are a must for me. Let's go ahead and change sides. Let's do the left side now. Rotate that left ankle. And let's go ahead and change directions. Go the opposite way with that ankle rotation on the left leg. Help loosen up those joints. We're gonna be bouncing a lot on our toes, so I wanna make sure they're ready to go for today's workout. Next, we're gonna do some hip circles. Get the hips nice and loose. We're just gonna put our hands in our hips and rotate. I'm gonna start with a left directional rotation. Loosen up the hips, the lower back. If you're really tight, it might also loosen up your quads and your hamstrings if you're coming off of a tough workout from yesterday or a couple days ago. And let's change directions with those hip rotations. So always you can try kind of doing some small rotations and then work up to larger circles. All right, I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and get into some leg swings. You can put your hand on a wall, or in my case, my popping open. So let's go ahead and just start with some leg swings. You can start kind of low on the right side and get higher and higher. Try to keep your leg fairly straight when it comes in front of you, and then when it comes behind you, have it be bent, just like so. This is really a good hamstring and quad exercise to loosen those muscles up and get them ready to go. Nice active stretch. Let's go ahead and change sides. We'll go with the left now. Again, you can kind of start low and gradually build up height with the leg swing. Front to back. Loosen up those hips, quads, hamstrings. All right. Next we'll do another kind of glute and hamstring stretch. We're gonna pull our knee up and then pull the leg back. Requires a little bit of balance, a little bit of engaging the core to keep your balance. But a good active stretch. Do a couple more of these before switching to the left leg. All right, let's go ahead and switch. And as always, if you want to go ahead and do a longer warm-up before this class, I would encourage you to do so. We're kind of limited on time here to 30 minutes, so I can't do a really full warm-up. But if you want to go ahead and go for a jog before you warm up and do a few more active stretches before, I would definitely encourage that. So now we're going to get into today's workout. Again, we got 10 jumps that we're going to do today. We're going to jump for 30 seconds, followed by 30 seconds of rest for each one. After number 6, we'll take a 2-minute break. I'll show you what each jump looks like before we do it, so you're not left in the dark. But again, let's try to get a good workout in, go at your own pace, and try to keep your form, your energy level, and the height and your distances as equal as you can throughout. First thing I'm gonna do is running in place, really more of a continuation of the warm-up. So, running in place looks just like this, pretty self-explanatory. And we're gonna begin running in place in about 8 seconds, so let's get ready for that. I'm gonna get my clock ready to go. All right, we're gonna begin running in place in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just simply getting the knees up, stay on your toes, use your arms and try to keep that back tall. Stay on your toes. We got about 10 more seconds left. Three, two, one. Good. Next, we're gonna do jump rope twists. They look just like this. You get an imaginary jump rope and you twist your body. Twisting with each jump rope. I guess you would call that passing, I don't know. 10 more seconds to begin that. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, jump rope twists. We'll stay on our toes and just twist from side to side with each jump. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one. Good. Next, we're gonna hop from left to right on our right leg. Stay on our toes. It'll look just like this, hopping left to right. If you can, keep your left leg up at that 90-degree angle. We'll begin that in 10 more seconds. I'm gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Hopping left to right on our right foot, staying on our toes. Really get those calf muscles engaged here. Keep that back nice and tall. Got 5 more seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good. Next, we'll do the same thing on the left leg. So it'll look just like this. Again, hopping on our left toes. Try to keep your back nice and tall. If you can, keep that right leg at about a 90-degree angle. We'll begin in about 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hopping left to right on our left foot. Again, stay on your toes. Keep that back nice and tall. About 5 more seconds. 1, done. Great, looking good. Let's keep it up, try to keep the intensity up. Next, high knees. Looks just like this. High knee jumps. You can take your time to reset after each jump. Just focus on getting your knees up. Begin that in about 6 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, high knee jumps. Getting up high, get the knees up. Take your time to reset if you need to. Drive your arms up. Drive up. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, good. Next, we're gonna do a forward and backwards jump, then 2-minute break. Looks just like this, toes together, and simply going forward and backward. Try to land in the same place each time. I know it's tough, but the more you practice, the better you get at coordination and control and balance. Begin in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just hopping on our toes, feet together, forward and backward. Good. All right. Now we'll take our additional 2-minute break. Whew. That's a good one so far. Make sure you grab some water. Keep stretching if you feel you need to kind of get your lactic acid out or stay loose. About 2 more minutes until we begin with our next jump, which will be squat jumps. That'll be, they look just like this. Squat jumps look just like this. We're gonna do our squat form. You really wanna try to drive your hips backwards. Stay on the back of your feet, on your heels. Drop down for that squat. Lever our arms out forward. And then hop up. Float up. So, we'll do arms out forward. And we squat. And then drive up. We got about 1 minute and 10 seconds before we start that. So in this one, we're not really using our arms to drive up. Our arms will stay kind of at our sides. I'll show it again. You really want to bring your arms up, push those hips backwards as you lower, and then drive up. Really just use your lower body and the motion of your arms to drive yourself towards the sky. We're going to begin that in about 30 more seconds. Again, I want you guys to set your own intensity so that you're able to have that consistent effort and form throughout. We're gonna do those squat jumps in 10 more seconds, guys. Three, two, one, squat jumps. Let's go ahead and explode up. Got 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Whew. Looking good. Next, we're gonna do another jump rope variation, but one leg at a time. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Begin that in 5 seconds. Dropping twice on each foot and alternating. 3, 2, 1. Get that coordination up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Try to get that balance, that coordination. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, good. Next, we got ski jumps. Ski jumps, we know, look just like this. Kind of jumping from side to side, bringing our leg behind us. Begin that in 10 more seconds. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ski jumps, side to side. Try to land in the same spot each time. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, good. Next and finally, we're gonna do jumps for height. This one, go at your own intensity. 2 tough ones back to back. Take a step back, then drive up with your knee and your opposite arm, then alternate. Take a step back, then drive up as high as you can. Begin in 5 more seconds. Last one, let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Take a step back, then drive up with that knee, then alternate. Get that explosive movement for the very last one. Ten more seconds. Let's keep going. Keep the energy up. 3, 2, 1, and good. Whew. Nice, good job. And that was it. So, round of applause for yourself. Get some water, or some coconut water, Powerade, whatever you choose. Next, in about a minute, we're gonna begin our cool down with just some simple static stretching. So, if you found that any part of today was tough, you're not alone. That was, all these workouts are definitely challenging. But it's all about progression and getting better and better. If you want to watch more of these classes, they're on The Distance, thedistance.atlantatrackclub.org. That's where you can find more of my archived footage, as well as other classes we've had from Atlanta Track Club staff and kind of subject matter experts when it comes to fitness and working out. So let's get right into our cool down. We're gonna begin with nice and easy toe touch. Step back. Just gonna reach down, bend down towards our toes and hang down, be nice and limber. Keep those legs as straight as you can. All right, good. Next, we're gonna do a hip flexor stretch. We're gonna just put our right leg back, left forward, just like so. And then reach up in the sky. Should feel that stretch in your hip region, and if you want to bend over towards the left, you can do that to kind of increase that stretch, increase the depth a little bit. All right, good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. We'll go ahead and take a step back with our left, bring the right forward like so. Let's keep the knee behind the toes. Then reach up to the sky with our left hand for a hip flexor stretch on the left side. You can go ahead and bend again if you want to do that to kind of deepen that stretch. Elongate a little bit. All right, next we're gonna do a calf stretch. We definitely use our calves a lot during these classes when we're doing the jump rope exercises and those kind of things, definitely relying on the calves, the feet a lot, those feet muscles, and so I want to stretch those out now. Let's go ahead and bring your right leg forward, keep it nice and straight as you can. You can bend with the left and stretch down towards that right toes. Should feel a stretch in your calf. let's go ahead and switch sides. Calf stretch, bring the left leg forward, keep that nice and straight. You can bend with the right leg and then stretch down towards the left foot. You want to kind of pull that toe up if you are able to. That'll help the stretch. And if you want to flex your toes a bit, that'll kind of help as well. All right, next we're going to do a quad stretch. So if you want to put your hand on a wall, you can go ahead and do that and pull. Start with our left. We'll kind of pull our left foot backwards behind us for stretching our quads. Do that for a few more seconds. Switch sides. Pull that right leg back. Normally I do these static stretches for about 15 to 20 seconds each. Yeah, definitely want to do active stretching before you engage in activity, an athletic activity, and do static stretching afterwards. That active stretching is going to get your muscles prepared to do the activities that you're going to do. So our last static stretch will be a glute stretch. We're going to go ahead and pull our bend slightly with the left leg and pull our right leg kind of over it, like so, and you should feel a stretch in your right rear end. Again, you want to just pull your right leg, have it kind of fold over your left. Keep your balance, unlike I did. I just fell over. And now we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Left leg over the right. If you want to push down on that knee, that'll help kind of deepen the stretch a little bit. Key stretch for me back in the day when I was a 400 hurdler. And all right, cool. If you want to keep stretching and continue your cool down, definitely would suggest that. But thanks for joining me on today's class. For those who are watching the pre-recorded video, hope to see more of y'all during the live sessions in the future, Wednesday at 8 a.m. But yeah, head over to the distance.atlantatrackclub.org for more content, everything from stuff for kids to stuff for people who are getting ready for their first or 100th 5K. So, again, I'm Justin Gaymon. Thanks again for rocking with me today. And I'll see you guys next week.